Hello and welcome back to Conan Exiles. This is episode number 2 with Glenister Gaming. Let's see, what will today's emote be? Viking Horn. So, we're back. Literally where we've just left off. I haven't even uploaded episode 1 yet. Yeah, we just got to where we want to build our starter base, and all we've done so far is place a bedroll and campfire. But yeah, this is where we are going to be building our base, and today's episode is to sort of get the basics you need for a base down. So I guess have a little explore in the water, got some fish, stone and stuff in the water. Yeah, so I've literally not got anywhere beyond where we were. So what we're gonna do is go to our journey and go to survival shelter and activate that. So now we've got unlock the apprentice mason knowledge. So we go to knowledge and apprentice mason 2. Huh. Yeah, it costs 1 point. We have 7 available, so we'll get that. And it wants us to get a stone hatchet, which is basically axe. And now it wants us to cut down a tree, so we'll go over to here, get chopping. Thought that tree stump was someone attack us there. Now we'll want a construction hammer. So if you missed the last episode, and I mean I'd go and watch it, just so you kind of know how we got to here. But yeah, what we did was we started down here, we moved up through here, explored here. For some reason we found a bunch of water skins. And then we kind of fought our way through Southwatch Keep, which is a NPC thrall camp. Thralls are like the human NPCs, if you don't know the sort of terms for the game. Yeah, we fought that, and we walked up this path here, and all along here, and all the way to here. Walked around here, managed to climb up here, and climb up here. And found where we wanted to build. So yeah, I'm very zoomed into the map now, but if we zoom all the way out you can see just how big the map is, and you know, you've got other sort of island areas and different biomes. With this area is like all redwoods, this area is Undead City, this is like mountains. I mean, this whole area is basically mountains, but got like the lowland part here, which is just this nice river. You got this, which is quite a volcanic-y area. Lots of like ash on the ground and fire and stuff, and a lot of good resources, but tougher enemies. You got the desert here, which has tough enemies yet again. So we'll probably explore these other island areas in later videos, but first few videos we just want to get established. So yeah, that's the recap. So as if we continue this, it says build a foundation. So I've got this, and by default we can build 2 foundations, but if we click F, then it opens up this menu. So this is sandstone, so all the stuff for sandstone we can build, which is tier 1. I mean, these other ones are tier 3s, except Flotsam, which is the other tier 1 building. You can see Flotsam takes a lot more wood but less stone, whereas sandstone takes up a lot of stone but less wood. But given that there's a massive forest just there, we are going to use the Flotsam set to build. So I guess we will find where we want to build here. There was something moving over here before. Oh, there's a deer there, but I saw something over here, and I don't want to get killed straight away. No, it's just deer spawn. Oh, there's a spider. If we can kill that, it's going to be good XP. They have aimbot though, because some of these spiders spit venom. What we want to do is basically get this bleed on it, because bleed sort of does passive damage to it. And basically, when you're low level, you kind of need and you're fighting creatures that you probably shouldn't be quite yet. You kind of need to keep moving and have weapons like I do bleed to kill that, and we gained a level from that, which is pretty good. We'll pop that in expertise. Kind of want to level this up as quick as possible to get our carry weight up, and that's giving us chitin and feral flesh. Okay, so where... probably don't want to build right up here, because this is PvP, so I've got to remember that when I'm building. Maybe we'll build over the water. Floatsome set's quite good for that, because it is floatsome. It's sort of meant to look like it was built out of a shipwreck. I quite like this side of the lake, although there's the aloe spawns there. So we'll probably don't want to build right next to that. There's an aloe spawn here. Well, there's about 3 of them over that side. So I think we will build... here. Now, what I like about this is you can see there's a holographic, but if we mouse wheel, it'll spin left and right, and if we shift mouse wheel, it goes up and down. And it doesn't go silly high, that's like the maximum height it goes, but then you can kind of just build it into underground, and we don't really want to do that. We kind of want to get to where the sort of highest point will be, so it should probably be like here. If we build it into the sort of hill a bit, and we'll probably want it, here's like the furthest back point, so I guess I place the first one. Now you can see the second one and the third one, the fourth one, but to build a fifth one out, we'd have to go down and then along. Which I'm not sure we want to do, but luckily with this game, if you click the right mouse button, it brings up a red holographic, which is your demolish, and you get your full resources back. So the building in this game is quite forgiving, and just works really well compared to other survival games. Now that's going to build into the floor there, so what might be better is if we were to sort of pop it there. You can build 3 back, it slightly clips. Now we need more wood now. Yeah, it wants us to build a wall anyways. So it's getting dark. I'll pop my brightness up. I don't know if that affects the video, but like I say, I want to get a couple episodes out on my channel. Okay, we've built in a spot. We've got poison on us. Q is what brings up that target lock. So this spider is poisoning us. Luckily, we've got a bedroll down. Now, I don't want to die just yet, so what you can do is jump in the water, and when you go to swimming height, you can just go under the water, and they generally don't follow you in. We will use our rough wrap to heal, but we use daggers, which cause bleed, and bleed killed the spider, so it nearly got us, but we killed it. We need another heal there. So Isle of Siptah is supposed to be for more experienced players, and I'm fairly experienced. I got a couple 100 hours on this game. So I would say I'm experienced. Now I've only got the stuff for 2 more foundations. If we do that, we can see got plenty of stone. Hang on. Yeah, we need a bit more wood. Another tree or 2. Or 2. Gotta keep an eye on our carry weight. Good thing about this game though is when you are over encumbered, you can still move, but it's kind of just like a very, very slow walk. So we will get that for now. It wants us to build a wall for the survival shelter journey mission. So we'll place down our wall. Now it wants a door frame, so we equip the door frame. And decide, well, I think here's probably good. Now it's quite difficult to see because it's night time, but you might be able to see there's a arrow pointing, and that points to the outwards. So I know that's the outside, and can't really tell at night. If I bring up the wall, it might. You can see it says outer face, and then if it's the other way around, it says it backwards. Then that's the inner face. So it's quite good at knowing what you want. So it wants the building pigger. So if you middle mouse click, it'll automatically select a wall. So I'll show you again on the door, foundation, and back to wall. So now it wants 2 more walls. And a ceiling. So we'll just get that. And a door. Now a door needs twine. So just craft 10 of those. It's only 5 for a door, but we'll probably have multiple doors. And now it wants box maker knowledge, which is this one. Access or place a wooden box. So if we go to here, see we need twine and wood, because for some reason a whole foundation is only 35 wood, but a tiny little box is 100 wood. So I guess what I might do is make a torch, and then you can see, and you can dual wield torches in certain tools or one-handed weapons, but like the daggers, because it's a pair of daggers, you can't dual wield them. So if we use a torch, we can chop down a tree. It tells you how many you're getting, but also how much you've already got in your inventory, which is quite good. And a storage box will be handy because that will allow us to get sort of clear out inventory space. So if we go back to this and decorations, didn't mean to place that window. Decorations, we need 12 twine. So if we go back to twine, can only craft 2, which means we're gonna need to go up to some of these bushes and click E on them, as in every survival game it seems. If you go up to a bush and click E, you get plant fiber. You also get bugs or handful of insects. Mushroom there. Don't know if that's from. Oh no, there's mushrooms all over. Yeah, I quite like this game though, and I think it is quite good because my most played survival game is Ark Survival Evolved, and it is a bit buggy. Ark Survival Ascended's out, so I could do a playthrough on that if yous would want me to after this. But I like this over Ark because when you hit a stone, you actually knock bits off. So if we mine that stone, we can see. Anyway, I'm over encumbered now, but I can still gather stuff and I can still move. Just painfully slowly. So I guess we will craft a bunch of the twine while we slowly make our way back to our base. Character's a little hungry, so we'll eat some of that food we've cooked up in the previous episode. Climb up there. and get our building hammer out, and we'll build a box. So we can rotate. We just place it. Can we place 2? No, it wants more wood. Now it wants us to store something in the box. I guess we can start with that, and we need the stone and wood because we're building. Yeah, these basic wooden storage boxes don't have much space. That's kind of all you get. But they do help to clear out your inventory early game, so can't really complain. It don't need to spoil me. Our torch is already burned out, but it looks like it's coming at daytime. So we've completed survival shelter. So what we'll do is we'll claim that reward, which gives us a survival kit, which is this. So what we'll do is we'll move these things in our inventory out of the way, and we click that and click use, and it's just giving us a bunch of little things. Granted, I was hoping for building resources, because I don't really do these often. Maybe Island Survivor does. That gives us a pouch as well, and that gave us more actual useful stuff. Okay, but we are massively encumbered now. We will get our attribute point. That's quite useful to have. 0 weight. Kinda need to do that to reset it. Yeah, I guess now we can 16 foundations it all let us do. Huh. This game you kinda need a bigger sort of base than you might in Ark or other games. Guess we'll build out like that. Yeah, square base looks boring, so we'll do a bit more shape to it. Gonna want it to be too high just because otherwise it kind of looks a bit bad. Right, we need stone, so what we're gonna do is pop some of these things away. Grew weight a bit, I seem to remember. Plant fibre weighs a lot. We've got a proper torch now, so we can throw that one away. Of course, you need all these water skins. If we go in here, we can see what ones need topping up. That one needs topping up. So to top it up, when it's just the durability isn't durability, it's kind of like how much water's left. So you just click use and it refills them. So yeah. So we need stone now, and there's plenty of stone. So I guess we'll go mining. Oh no, there's metal down that way. But I guess we'll sort of get the basics to get started this episode. Then maybe next episode will be base upgrades and sort of getting more equipment. Yeah. So as you can see, we're gathering it quickly. This server is on 3 times the rates. So it's like one hit will get us 3 times the amount it normally would. And that's just because when it's default rates, it's kind of a bit slow. Of course, when we eventually will learn magic, there's a nice spell that gathers everything in quite a large area around you. So that'll be handy to that'll be handy to sort of like progress. And you see, we've got this, which is ironstone. Now regular rocks have a sort of low chance to give you it, but they will give you it. So say you're on a server and someone's built or around all the metal spawns and you can't get any, it'll just be painfully slow, but you will be able to get it. Now I've done that, which is for these challenges, which we can claim, but we've already finished that, which is the battle pass. So we've already completed that. And then you got the bazaar, which is like you spend Crom coins to get these things. And Crom coins you get from either the battle pass or you spend real money to get them. I mean, we can have a look at what we've got here. Not really anything. I mean, that looks pretty good. That's just emotes. That, yeah, you might think looks good, but when you actually click on it and it's just for how much it's asking, because if we go to here, you can see what that sort of equates to. So it's 16, nearly 17 pounds. So, yeah. Now we've got to be careful. 99% encumbrance. Yeah. So I do believe you run faster when you don't have stuff equipped, or it just feels like you do. Don't know if it's actually works that way. What you don't want to ever really do is put windows on your ground floor on a PvP. If you're wondering why I'm expanding out like this, you do generally need larger bases in this game, and we don't really want to build to the moon, so right, it's wood we need. So we'll go back and chop down some more trees. Do you get wood from these stumps? You do, and the same amount you'd get from an entire tree, but it's a little stump. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, that, but I'm not gonna complain if it's a bit extra resources. So, it's quite a fun game, this. Like I said, I do recommend it. If you're unsure on it, then just watch this playthrough and see what you think. We're on Isle of Siptah map, which is a DLC map. There are a bunch of DLCs, most of which are just cosmetic though, so they don't add unfair advantages to people who purchase them over people who don't. So 91, we can probably get another tree. 94, maybe this stump. Ooh, is that 96? 97, 98, 99. So I guess we'll keep working on our base. So when we we wanted another one of them, we needed the stone, but we'll pop that in the box. Now we're gonna be encumbered, but it doesn't really matter. You can see wood stacks to 1,000, and so does stone, and a lot of the sort of raw resources. Okay, now we can't go down there, but what we can do is build out of there a little. It was over there and despawned. I don't want to do anything too much. You might be thinking this is compared to other sort of starter bases in other survival games. Like in Ark, I'd probably just do a 2x2 or 3x3 as my starter base. Because really all you would need is somewhere to place a smithy and a forge and a bed. But with this game, there are a lot more crafting tables. Got 31 more, so we're gonna do a double layer. Might be lucky and have enough for the first or for the second layer, but I'm not too convinced. Oh, one short, and we need wood. Okay, so we go back here. We'll pop our stone away. We'll pop that metal away too. And our front door's here. I might move that to. Yeah, I'm gonna move the front door here. You can see because we demolished that, we demolished the one on top, but we do get the resources for it back. Now can we? can do that. And that just adds a bit of expansion. We're probably going to want to repair our tools and our daggers, because they're currently our only defense. So you don't want to be caught defenseless in this game, because of things like these cheeky spiders. And we dodge that. See, it's a bit jittery, but that's probably because the server might need a restart. Sometimes you just reset your server and it'll just work out, or relog and it does. Like most games, it's not without its bugs, but it doesn't really have nearly as many as something like Ark. I love Ark, but it is full of bugs. In this game, while it does have them, it's nowhere near the amount that Ark has. So we'll get our shelter finished, and I guess we'll yeah, end the episode after that, but still have a bit of work to do before that shelter's done. That's another spider. And what we do is we get a good... You see there's a little number next to the bleed? And basically the higher that number is, it maxes at 20. But now we could probably just dodge his attacks until it dies. I'm not going to bother harvesting it because we don't have the carry weight. Oh, we might. Ah! If we level up the expertise. Let's see what our weight's at. Yeah, we do have the weight to harvest it. So certain armors use chitin later, but it's not like a dedicated chitin set like an Ark. Probably harvest another tree. Yeah, 99. Alright, so we're going to be able to get this base sort of completed. Yeah, it looks like quite a large base when it's compared to when you're used to like other games. But it's really not a big Exiles base at all. Might be considered large for a starter base, but if you want any space in your base, then you kind of have to. What was this one? Yeah, we'll do this journey, or start this journey, this episode. We need the ceilings. What do they require? They just require a ton of plant fiber. We'll do those ones. Yeah, we've got a ton of plant fire, luckily. We'll pop the stone and wood back in there. Now we can run freely again. Okay, so we want these corner pieces on the corners. So these are like, because the flotsam set space or building set is like a sort of based around shipwreck. So these are like repurposed sails. I quite like the look to them. And then we'll want the sloped roofs. Go like that. Luckily, you get your full resources back when you make a mistake when building and need to change it up. And then we've got these ones, is it? No, it's this one. So you got like the inverted corners and stuff. What we will do here is have a point there, but we will unlock. What's that? Only 14 available. That one. I think that's the one. And then this has unlocked a bunch of different roof types. So we will go for... Sometimes I find if you go into first person with certain building stuff, it's a bit easier to identify what's what. And it's junction. Which I think is what we want there. And another junction. And then I guess we have 2 of these end pieces. Look at that. Is that right? That looks about right. And then we will use these ones. Finish it off. So yeah, we've got our basic survival shelter. I quite like the floatsam one because it lets light in. However, if someone climbs on your roof, they can't see in, but there are ways around that. So anyway, it wants us to unlock blacksmith knowledge. So that is in survival, and it's this furnace looking thing, which unlocks furnace, blacksmith bench, iron, steel reinforcements, and various other things. So if we go to unlock, access or place a furnace. So crafting stations, we can see what we need for a furnace, which is in smithing, and it's a ton of stone. So if we go in here, take our stone out of there, pop the kite back in there because that is weighing us down. Back to the furnace. See, we need 2. Now let's have a look where would be a decent spot for... Could get 2 of them in here, though we'll only need 1 to start with. I guess here would probably be the better spot because that's by the door, so when we have resources, harvest ironstone. Okay, I guess that's probably a decent place to end the episode because we'll have to go on a little adventure, and the last episode was like 40 minutes and I don't currently know how long this one's gonna be, so what I will do before we finish the episode is I will move my campfire and bedroll in the house so that we and I'll harvest these so that we have a safe respawn point. Now bedroll is we need to make a bed for the house ideally, but we'll do that in the next episode I think. A bedroll is sort of, you can have 1 bed and 1 bedroll assigned to you at a time, but they're different things, so you can have up to 2 respawn points at a time. And the bed is sort of what you put in your base as your permanent sort of thing, and the bedroll is sort of you make on the go, and it's sort of what you have for when you're traveling. So it's like your sort of adventure sort of respawn. And I guess we will get that out of there. And I guess I might as well cook that up. And I guess I'll make some aloe potions. Sometimes it doesn't work straight away and you can click the full one. So you gotta do that. So I guess next thing we will want to do is this blacksmith journey. So we need to get ironstone, which can be found, as we saw in episode 1, you get it down there and along little parts of here and a bit there. That's what I've seen. I know other places it spawns, you get quite a lot on there and there, all down there. But yeah, got little bits around here, so might be a slowish start, but when we progress and get into more combat, and yeah, I think the next episode we'll do this blacksmith journey and get resources we need. So I guess what emote should we end with? What ones here do I have? Yeah. So, have a nice day. Please leave a like and subscribe and comment on anything you can think of to maybe help me improve these videos, or any suggestions you might have, or if you know the Isle of Siptah map or the game itself better than I do, then maybe any suggestions to help sort of progress quicker, or because it is PvP and we haven't encountered anyone yet, but I'm sure we will at some point. Yeah, thanks for watching and goodbye.